It's market day in Southeast Colorado Springs. The Southeast Farmers Market is kicking off another Sunday of fresh produce and homemade bread in just a few hours. 11 News reporter Lindsay Gruey is off Jet Wing in Shelton where the farmers market is happening. And Lindsay, this is no ordinary market.
Kayla, that's exactly right. Organizers realized last year that they were living in a food desert and they wanted to change that. And to elaborate on that, I'm here right now with Jesse Bustamante with the Southeast Food Coalition. And can you first explain to our viewers, what is a food desert?
Sure. So a food desert is used by the FDA to refer to an area where there's not enough food access points for the population that's living there. In Southeast Colorado Springs, we only have two major food access points to speak of. It's the King Soopers and it's the Safeway. And even for those two locations, they offer relatively less produce compared to other locations in the city. So those are contributing factors to what the FDA calls a food desert.
And you were telling me earlier, and I was kind of surprised about this, that even the farmers markets aren't in the southeast part of the city until yours.
Yep. So it's pretty classical farmers markets for them to be in higher income areas to try to get more sales, to make sure that all the produce gets sold off and things like that. But the thing is, the people living here, they might have lower income, but they've got to get food from somewhere, and they want to have the option for fresh, delicious food as much as anywhere else in the city. Before this market started, the closest option was the downtown market, and all the love to the downtown market, but it's not in walking distance from people's houses the same way. So
yeah, we were talking just a couple of minutes ago about there are literally houses across the street from where this farmers market is.
Yep, and we've had a lot of people that have said, oh, we saw the sign when we were heading home from this and that and decided to walk over and check it out, and obviously they loved it because we've had repeats that way. So
now, what is the Southeast Food Coalition's overall mission? I know the farmers market's only a part of it.
Yep, so we're all about elevating community voices to change what's going on in the food landscape in Southeast Colorado Springs. We have, of course, most of it is residents in the area wanting things to be different and working with partners to make that happen. Our organizational partners include food access points like no-cost grocery, food pantries, things like that. We've also been able to put together a community fridge that has 24/7 food access, and it has proven really popular. Once we figure out how to keep it stocked all the time, because some days it has to get stocked like every 6 hours because it's totally cleaned out. Once we figure that out, we're trying to find other locations to set them up in the city as well.
And you were telling me that, yes, this came from a serious issue, but the farmers market and the other solutions you found have been nothing but joy.
That's kind of the Southeast spirit in a nutshell, is like there's a problem and then we turn it into an opportunity and a moment for fun. And there's just something really great about bringing people together around food, exchanging recipes, sharing juice recipes, all this kind of thing that just kind of brings out the joy in people. So it's really fun to see.
Can you step back? Let's show everybody that you said this is what the Southeast is all about.
Yep, so we're all about community and we're all about coming together. So
Jesse, thank you so much. And Kayla, she has been telling me about the wonderful sourdough bread that's going to be out here later. I am so excited. I would suggest anybody who loves fresh food, fresh bread, artisan delights, come on out here. Back to you.
Ooh, sounds so good. Thanks, Lindsay. Today's farmers market opens up at 11 o'clock and runs until 3 p.m. over at the 2050 Jet Wing Drive. SNAP and EBT are accepted by many of the vendors at this market, and they are happening every other Sunday through October 19th.